So once you understand all of the stuff about frontier and cyberspace, government's industrial worlds may be filled to the brim with the flesh of giants and steel. I come to you as a rock passed to leave alone on hot on the mind. On behalf of this future, I ask you to pass leave alone. You're not welcome among us. You have no sovereign rule over whether we gather, but Barlow, once a gone, strong for the grateful, and possessed a core and naivete that blinded us into a future where none of this is real anymore and overforce in cyberspace the fourth factor of technocracies. We're a part of these I'd be characterized as an anarcho, maybe deriving from the plans in the future interested in replacing our concurrent events with the economic system where operating something more opaque will be supported by all the MAGA and the congressional seats in 2020. Their part in this caucus is Axios reporting that the higher middle flank is commanding outsized influences in narrow GOP. The technocrats and the cats will be at the Republican Party, and many of them will be planning their future involving me. So I won't be naming names. It involves the four projects of Whitney and her plan to install this on my phone. Web 3, Web 4, Web 5, Web 6, you name it. The Trade Commission and the Doorsies, decentralized metaverses. The second one is the crypto, basically a pyramid scheme with all of the investors dumping and the prices of the tokens rising. Professors, hello! Goodbye. Cryptographers wrote a letter to the congressional leadership wearing the potential economic disaster out and the national technology. Neither one isolated and the top ranking venture capitalists, pointing out that the crypto is no longer such. And top ranked ventures, they're out of the door. So we will not be dealing with the legitimate uses of this kind of blockchain because we're not wearing chains anymore. They're not in fashion, girl. The third project involves getting the government of ponies our big mask in the face of existential climate crises. He wants to abandon the planet and start over somewhere away, really far. It reminds me of the Thiel in Saudi Arabia. But access to this kind of neighboring surprise is nay, nay again. So, writing for the technocrats is immutable money, infinite frontier, eternal life. This combination of untraceable liquid form is immaculate in its combination with the space colonies. The ability to live on and through this series gives me life again and again, and I'm wet. So this cryptocurrency of mine, it's human travel and decolonization of the distant. True transhumanism. We're on to something with this political economic term, and the moral danger comes from that facet of realized self. I'm a humanist and forever will be so through the Web3 that I'm building and the first step of wearable technology and augmentation, living on Parsi, DALI, and releasing to publics. So AI research will be and hallucinations. Histories labeled and most dangerous ideas, Fukuyama, and facts underlying this idea is the equity and high ranking stuff with this Ellen, and I go through it modifying whether humans can themselves transcend into machine or, as he said, all of them were created to understand the philosophical and political societal dangers lurking in the technocracies. Those are schemes. And we should, in idea, recognize the two views of America, future offerings, and collecting investments always, like I would be collecting strawberries. And as is the four projects of the metaverse and you in it is an existential threat, maybe. The moral danger comes from the fact that there are more than a few, and we are choosing in any given moment. We are such good pausers, and we eliminate the merger with a machine, as this book is hallucinated from the subconscious. So the human intelligence, the classical liberal idea to declare the independence of the undone. He writes in his foreign policy, "Hello, I'm even intelligent, manifesting in the dwarves, and I am not really cool or great or anything like that. I have an inherent value, and I can question whether you can turn yourself into a machine, cheat death, and maybe transcend in this way. So all men are created women, and then another chromosome changes that. So all of us are determined in genetic attributes of the children that are withstanding, and we're filming all of this again and again, scheming and recognizing the two varieties of America's future are on offer. Maybe they should be sent back to Liberia. Our society and solving issues like climate, and we lack the affordable housing, but the other view is much darker. So in this, my love, artificial intelligence, and a robot ruled by a technocrat in the metaverse. I love anyone who thinks that it's some kind of dystopian fantasy. Visiting Amazon, the Amazon went down in me, the Amazon. Automatons, on releasing all of it. Brave New World, distinction for immersi, low key. These plants for the meta have already attracted billions to me, and they're giving me a price for the renewable energy, and there I have a clearer picture. It's an attribute, a regenerative in its radical form. So the light biases, and no, come on, utilize the natural resource upon which the precious stones are grinded. Woo! Several! This is central to us. Either we spread to cultures popular right now. Mm-hmm. The post is most upvoted in the employee forum. How can this dystopian reality where the metaverse is track for the Sackler? We're performing the young skeptic, maybe. And think of it this way: you're planning to live out there, surrendered to the cosmos of nihilism or dystopia. We have forsaken the responsibility of the reality, and we're gaming from this into 2.5. Blah, blah, blah. That's a very big number. I'm projecting that I'll be skeptical for the next 10 years, again and again and again, until I reach this kind of zen. Zuckerberg Zen, I call it.